Good morning. I'm going to speak to you about the importance of preparing for the things that you want ahead of time in order to manifest them. So, this is all a manifestation technique that one of my favorite writers about manifestation, Florence Scovel Shinn, I have a book right here, spoke about back in the 1930s, I believe, when she wrote her first book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. So in her book, she speaks about a man must prepare for the thing that he asks for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight, which I think is so fascinating because we often prepare for the worst, I myself included. And you know, my mindset has been changing as I read these books, and I started, instead of thinking of lack, instead of thinking of, you know, I might not have this later on, my mind is switching to, yeah, let's prepare for my next car, for my next apartment, let's prepare for my next trip. Start buying the little things that you need for the big things that you're trying to manifest, and little by little things will start to come together for you. So I'm going to read you an example that I found so interesting in her book about a woman that was looking for her apartment when there was a shortage of apartments in New York City. And I live in New York, which is, you know, it's really cool, really interesting. So she said, a woman found it necessary to look for an apartment during the year where there was a great shortage of apartments in New York. It was considered almost an impossibility, and her friends were sorry for her and said, isn't it too bad? You'll have to store your furniture and live in a hotel. She replied, no need in feeling sorry for me. I'm a Superman. I'll get an apartment. She spoke the words, and this is she emphasizes on the spoken word and making your affirmations for the things that you need, right? So she spoke the words, infinite spirit, open the way for the right apartment. She knew there was a supply for every demand, and that she unconditioned, quote unquote, working on the spiritual plane, on that, quote unquote, one with God is a majority. She had contemplated buying new blankets when the tempter, the adverse thought of reasoning mind, suggested, don't buy the blankets. Perhaps, after all, you won't get an apartment and you will have no use for them. She promptly replied to herself, I'll dig my ditches by buying the blankets. So she prepared for the apartment and acted as though she already had it. She found one in a miraculous way, and it was given. And so the blankets show active faith for her. And we're gonna go back to the beginning. Man must prepare for the things he asks for, right? So if we ask for success and we prepare for success, we will receive success. If we ask for failure, if we prepare for failure, we will get the situation we prepare for. So keep that in mind and recite your positive affirmations. Prepare for the things that you want in life. Even if it's a little or small, any little step will get you there. Have a blessed day, guys. Thank you.